Uh,
Good evening. Hello. Welcome to the show. Oops, I better switch this over to.
it's a
Yeah, do
show.
this first.
It's a
E-
show. Like
Every
none
time,
other.
every time I gotta redo this.
What are you redoing?
The little scroll banner across the bottom.
Oh,
It's the only other thing I don't like about this. Every time you set up another stream, you gotta
gotta reset the baby the banner.
yeah. Okay.
Oh man,
All right.
what
There
a
we.
week.
Yeah. Well, you're on vacation now.
Yeah, I know.
And speaking of that, because you're on vacation, the wife's on vacation.
Well, this whole thing was supposed to have been us on an actual vacation. Now it's turning into a staycation.
Yeah, well, not totally. I'm
No, because
hoping
we'll be doing things every single day.
we're going to be doing things
Have
every
fun.
single day, hopefully, and if all works and goes well. Hi, Janet. We will be making it into Michigan on Friday.
That's
So,
if things go well.
well, one way or the other, I think we're going to try to make it because if we don't get the headlight fixed, we're just going to have to leave early in the morning, book a hotel and then come back the next day early in the morning. Make sure we're only driving during daylight hours.
Yeah.
So, so that that's still on the agenda. I was getting so upset that we weren't going to make that, and I'm like, Friday's like the most important of that day. So we got to make it Friday. So if we leave early enough in the morning on Friday, being it a what 6 hour drive, you said?
I don't know. I'm not the one that looked
Hold
it
on,
up.
hold on, hold on.
Well, she said it would take.
Peanut Gallery, they're supposed to have that at her fingertips, like she has
Right,
everything
right,
else at her
right,
fingertips.
right. So anyway, it sounded like it was about a 6 hour drive. We leave it early enough in the morning. We'll be there by noon, 1 o'clock, 2, depending on stops. I mean, there's always one important stop, but that one important stop will only take about 10 minutes. You know, because because I plan on stopping at a dispensary along the way. So, because I've already experienced what they're like in Illinois.
You just totally. I'm drawing a blank.
She's drawing a blank, but Janet said it's about 6. See, she said right here it's about 6.
What was the insane asylum again?
Eloise.
That's what it is.
Eloise. And then, but anyway, so we'll get back on that topic. You're the number one tourist spot.
6 hours and 50 minutes. About 7 hours.
So yeah, give or take, depending on stops.
Well, you can always take the ferry across.
No,
It doesn't even give me that option,
it doesn't
and
get.
that takes longer.
And that, yeah, I was just gonna say that takes longer. So, but but that's gonna be a must. We gotta.
Might take longer, but it's cooler.
Yeah, but it's also more expensive to take that route because you got to pay for the ferry, and I think it was like a couple $100.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
lot.
I know.
I'm thinking the one ferry. What was it? The one ferry that we did use that one time. I don't think it cost us anything, did it?
Merrimack
Or
Ferry?
no, the one
The
across the
Merrimack
Wisconsin, the
Merrimack
Merrimack
ferry.
Ferry did not cost us a thing.
Yeah,
No, the Merrimack Ferry doesn't cost anything.
no, but the
That's
one,
because that's only over Wisconsin River.
right, the one that
This
goes
is over
across,
an actual lake,
Hang
and
on.
it goes over Lake Michigan. I know,
there's
Yeah.
more reliability.
right, I get it, but I'm just saying it takes longer and it's more expensive. So
Yeah, because I think it makes it into like an 8 or 9 hour.
yeah, it turns it into about a 9 hour trip. Oh,
Didn't know I was gonna make a big fucking debate by just being a little smartass and saying, "Yeah, you can take the ferry over."
so but now starting after
Didn't know it was a nice big dramatic production.
what's the dramatic production?
Me saying, "Oh, you can take if you wanted to, you can take the ferry over."
Anyway, yeah, it'd be a nice idea, because it'd probably be a cool view and a cool thing to video and everything like that while you're on the ferry, because it was for the Merrimack one. However, you know,
Also, with everything being flooded and high right now, it's probably not running.
well, I don't know if that's,
Yeah, it'd be running.
I don't know if that would disrupt that particular ferry. But anyway,
Hmm. I know the answer to this little question for Joe.
it would be nice if we could actually afford to throw that kind of money away for that kind of a trip.
Yeah. Jeez, make a little freaking. Just make a little freaking funny comment, and you guys just. I tell you, big
So
production.
you gonna make it on this trip with us, Mark?
I don't know.
You
Got to
don't know.
figure how things are gonna be.
You're gonna have to wait until almost last minute, huh?
Probably.
Uh,
Could always come with us.
we'll see how it goes. Oh shit! Oh my god! And that way we don't have to look for somebody to actually stay with Joy. I can just say, "Hey Gabe, can you check on Joy? We're going to be gone for about 24 hours."
Yeah. But like I said,
You know what would be really cool? I could get in the back of our vehicle,
Yeah.
get a blow up air mattress.
Yeah, okay, enough from Peanut
I
Gallery.
got one. I got two actually.
So,
Put it in the
I
back
got
of
a queen. I got a queen size, and I got a single.
so anyway, aside from that trip, that's like Friday. We've got this whole week coming up, Monday through Thursday. And one of those days, like I said, I want to go to Resurrection Cemetery,
Yeah, and where's that at?
Illinois.
Where at in Illinois?
Oh, shit, you would have to ask.
what?
Resurrection Cemetery. We That one day we were down there for we weren't too far from it.
For that conference?
No, when we were down there and we were supposed to meet what's his name? I can't even remember his fucking name now. Justice, Illinois.
Suburb of Chicago.
Uh, just a minute. I'm trying to find.
Or you said Justice, Illinois?
2 hours and 53 minutes.
2 hours and 53 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I would assume it is.
And the thing is, we go do that, we can do the Route 66 in the same day.
Yeah, because then
Because
there's.
that's right around the same area.
And there was something about Naperville.
Yeah, Naperville's right around there.
Oh, I know what that was. Kate lives in Naperville. Okay. That's why that one keeps sticking. Because I saw Naperville was real close to.
Yep.
So it's 2.5 hour drive. It's like a suburb of Chicago or something.
Almost a 3 hour drive.
It's like Aurora and all of that. We were down there when we were like going in and out of Aurora, Joliet. We were.
Yeah.
And we never got a chance because we were going to stay the night down there, but then
Meet up with
Marcos, and we were going to stay the night at Marcos' place, but he copped out on us at the last minute. So
I don't think he talked it over with his better half.
So because we were going to do Resurrection Cemetery the next morning with Nick and Kate and Don and I can't remember who else was coming, but we were going to meet up with a small group that Sunday afternoon before coming back. So,
like I said, I don't think he talked to his better half about us staying with them.
So,
meeting up with,
so the whole thing got botched that day. But we were down there traveling the whole area,
That's the day that we got pictures of the Joliet prison.
Yeah, and I heard that's expensive to tour it. So, I mean,
I wouldn't know because I'm not.
And Tanya wants to get that state park sticker, and then there's 2 other parks that we're going to check out.
Devil's Lake.
Devil's Lake. She's not going to like that too much.
You're going to have to be careful up there because there are rattlesnakes up in that area.
I know that, but there's also the high cliffs when you're walking, and it's real tall, afraid of heights type thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the other one was Wildcat State.
Wildcat Mountain.
Wildcat Mountain State Park. And that's the one where that last documentary thing that Linda Godfrey made with her son about the black wildcats that are being seen throughout Wisconsin. Black Panthers. Oh, but they don't exist. There's no such thing.
I don't know who keeps saying that.
Huh?
Who keeps saying that because those things, they exist.
Well, I'm saying that kind of like these people are seeing these things, and they're saying that it's impossible for this because all it is, we all know what Black Panthers are. They're either jaguar or leopard, and with the melatonin, that are all black. Okay.
Right.
Now, these guys at DNR and everybody that Linda Godfrey and her son and all of this interviewed and all the interviews that I saw about this, because the black cat phenomenon is really around that state park and the Hillsborough area and a little south of that area, a lot of the sightings. And DNR was saying, "Oh, they don't exist in Wisconsin. They not possible." Well, my theory is why can't a cougar, it's a feline, right? Why can't it have the same disease or the same, thing and turn it all black? Why can't there be an all black cougar? And that's what people are seeing. Oh no, that's not possible.
Or an albino.
But it is possible because it can affect all felines, all animals, but they just refuse to admit that they exist here. They say, "Oh, you're just seeing a large house cat, domesticated cat for it's all black." No, that's not what we're seeing. That's not what the trail cam pictures. And these things are these pictures. Some of these pictures are a lot clearer than the Bigfoot pictures. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I mean you can see the muscular formation, you know, in the in the cat, in the feline. You can determine based on some of the things that are in the picture that this thing is much bigger than a domesticated cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but yet they say it doesn't exist. Got all kinds of proof, but it doesn't exist. I hate it when they do that because it does exist. There's so much evidence out there to prove it exists. And I say, why can't it be a cougar or a mountain lion, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you live in the world? But they're here in Wisconsin. Cougars have been spotted as I think it was as far south as Milwaukee once. You know,
Yep. Now, when you get to the point here where you're done,
I am
and
done.
we need another thing to talk about. I just remembered something that might scare you, might scare a few people,
What's that?
and there's video of it happening.
Where's that? What's that?
Well, something happened in Yellowstone National Park.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh, the explosion?
Wasn't an explosion.
I saw it on TikTok.
It wasn't an explosion.
Well, come on, smartass. What was it?
It was an eruption
An eruption.
of a hot springs area
Old
that
Faithful?
that wasn't supposed to erupt.
Oh, so it wasn't Old Faithful.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Old Faithful. Here, we will. We'll bring it up here.
I already seen it. It was on TikTok.
Yeah, well, I got this on YouTube and it's the full video. So there. Tell me when you're ready. See, this was the Biscuit Basin or it was Biscuit Basin. It's part. You got the walkway there and everything,
I see that.
and this wasn't supposed to happen because Biscuit Basin is basically a hot springs area. It shows the pools with the different types of sediment stone in there, and all its beauty and everything. It's not supposed to erupt like Old Faithful does. So here, watch it. Look at all those chunks of fucking rock coming out of there and falling everywhere. That thing wasn't supposed to erupt like that.
And people are clamoring to get the hell away from it. Holy
Yep.
shit, it's getting.
Yeah.
Some of them people are just staying right there still.
Yeah,
Some
there are a
of
few
them
of
aren't
them that are
even moving
stupid.
away from it.
There's a few of them that are stupid. So basically, this walkway, it goes right next to it, like literally next to it, where you can spit into the water that would
Yeah.
be there. That's how close this walkway went next to that basin. And, I don't know if you've ever seen pictures, video, or in person some of these hot springs. They have that like calcimite and stuff, the way it's all formed inside because of the heat and the calcium and stuff and everything inside the waters, the minerals.
Well,
The different colored stuff,
the
like the
only
yellows and the greens and stuff like
the
that.
only stuff I've seen
Now,
is like
the aftermath of it. Look at this shit.
Walk right where I'm walking.
Look at the aftermath of it.
the only thing I remember was like in Dante's Peak when they were like up there and you
Mhm.
know there was a hot spring up there and the kids went swimming in it and stuff and yeah.
But just keep moving. Unless there's big holes, follow that guy in the St. Louis City.
And look at the water levels way
It
down
looked
on this
like
thing
the
now.
it looked like the damage. Look at the damage it did to the walkway.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
And see
you
all
see
all the
pieces
mud and
of
the
the
big
two by
pieces of
four,
rock.
yeah, but pieces of the two by four are busted out of there and
Uh huh.
busted up, and or whatever they are, two by
And you
fours
see
or
that they went. They have to walk back through here because their cars are parked out
totally
there.
busted rails.
Uh huh. And that water is all murky now. Where when you had originally seen it, it was all bluish green and had all the different colors. And this thing was not supposed to erupt like that. It has never in the entire time erupted like that.
They say the whole place is going to blow someday. That's what
Well,
Janet said.
right. Well, that was going to be what I was getting at. I don't know how many people actually know this, but Yellowstone National Park sits in the caldera of a supervolcano. You know what that is, right?
The super volcano?
A caldera. You know what a caldera is, right?
Nope, I have no idea.
A caldera is the crater that's left from a volcanic eruption. And Yellowstone is basically all of Yellowstone is that crater or the caldera of that supervolcano. It's freaking nuts to think about it. So we've got basically this is kind of showing some of the things that are possibly going to start happening with Yellowstone.
So that
I
could be
mean,
that could be an ELE,
an Ella
an
or an
extinction
Ellie.
level event.
Yep, that could be an extinction level event because if that whole freaking thing goes boom, we go bye bye.
Yeah, because you think about it, that's going to go up in the atmosphere. It's going to block the sun for God knows
You
how
don't
long.
you don't understand how big this fucking thing is, do you?
Well, I'm just saying. Just think about it,
It's
though.
not. It's not just. Oh yeah, it's going to
And then,
explode all this
and
debris
then
and this
let's
dust
see.
cloud and
Yellowstone Park is where?
ash and everything. It's Yellowstone is in Utah, I think. It's either
So there goes
or
the whole.
Wyoming. It's up in the northern tier,
Well, see, it's close enough, so it goes.
and it's close to
Maybe if you're
us,
on the far east coast, you might be lucky to survive.
and it's close to us.
But everything, it'll destroy, well over 2/3 of the United States and some of Canada.
Well,
But that sun will be blocked for a long time.
well. See, here's the thing, though. You don't. I don't know if you're realizing how big that caldera is and how big that supervolcano is. If it did erupt again, it would take out a fifth of the United States.
I'd say it takes out
It,
more than that. But
no, it would take out a fifth of the United States immediately. The fallout would take out about half of the United States.
well, the
Depending on how
fallout
the
will probably,
wind's blowing, depending on where the wind's blowing, um, we would probably get it because we get more of the winds blowing towards us, and Yellowstone um,
west.
is to the west of us. But it's not just that. If it erupts, it's gonna spew chunks of rock. It's gonna spew volcanic ash. It's gonna spew lava.
Yeah, and all of that's going to create one hell of a smoke cloud that's going to block the sun. And without
It's
the
not
sun,
it's not a smoke cloud. It'd be an ash cloud. But
well,
you're
still,
close
but
enough.
without the sun,
But
that's
you're
going to kill
close
off all.
enough.
That'll kill off just about every living creature in a matter of time too. So
It'd
the
be like a
fallout's
nuclear
going to be
winter.
huge.
It'd be like what they call a nuclear winter.
Again, the fallout would be huge. It'd be an extinction level event.
I'm gonna bring up um, Google
I just hope
Maps.
it doesn't happen in my lifetime.
Um, I don't know. It's
But
pretty.
then I keep saying I'm going to live for fucking ever. So you never know.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. There's Fargo, Grand Forks. So anyway, with the fact that the way this is, there has been talks about this thing popping its top again. I mean, this is way before we even figured, settling here and all this other shit.
What?
What?
I can't stretch out my legs
Ouch.
because there's a puppy right down there on the floor.
All right. I'm trying to find Yellowstone.
What? This is off topic, but what batteries the remote take?
Double A's.
I'm
But,
almost thinking about firing it up and taking it outside.
well, play with it a little bit. Get used to it. It's idiot proof. It's got a proximity sensor on it.
But I can't. How do I? No, I can't take video.
Not until you. It's in
Got it hooked
Wyoming.
up to my.
National. Um, Yellowstone's in Wyoming.
I can't take video until it's hooked up to my phone. Right.
Yeah, for the most part.
Well, then I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. Hi, Robert.
But yeah, I mean, it's been talked about this being a giant caldera, and the fact that there's
Yeah,
been
I saw.
activity, that there's been more activity and stuff happening up in there.
I've I've
And
I've seen it hit different little news channel type things, and I haven't really been watching it much because I've been kind of distracted.
I get it. But yeah, Yellowstone is a huge freaking park. But the majority of it is it sits in a caldera, which is pretty fucking nuts if you ask me. Actually, here's a good view
Well,
of it. Now I've got it up. It's in Wyoming actually, and
you know what
it
that
runs around Wyoming and Montana. It's partly in Montana.
what surprises me the most out of like volcanoes is
Uh
yeah,
huh.
Jellystone was like a volcano and stuff like that, and there are some other places in the
Yeah,
United States. But did you know that Wisconsin has volcanoes as well?
maybe. See this whole thing right here. All this right here. This is all Yellowstone, and this is all caldera. This whole thing.
Yeah, see, and Yellowstone's dangerous enough.
Yes, it is. But I'm
I mean,
saying
just
the
with the wildlife that's there.
right, right, and then you got your borderlines here. This is Wyoming. Up here is Montana,
I mean,
and
you ever watch? You ever look at some of
I think
those
this is
pictures?
Utah or something like that over there.
You ever look
Which pictures of what?
at that Billy posts? My cousin Billy. He posts these
Oh,
pictures of
Neindorf?
during his travels, and
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff.
he's been in Yellowstone a few times, and there was a few times he kind of got some really decent shots, but he, you know, of the wildlife that's there. But at the
Yeah,
same time, he's like, see how close they get, and it's like, yeah,
yeah. This is it's
there's
crazy to
like
think though. It
bison
really
or
is.
buffalo or whatever you want to call it that's there.
There's bison there. There's grizzlies there.
Yeah, but
There's moose and elk there. There's mountain lions there.
right, but he got a picture of
Cougars.
a
Well,
bison.
there's always going to be cougars there as long as people visit. But
Yeah, don't pet the bears. Yeah, don't feed Yogi. Hide your picnic baskets.
Hey, boo
Hey,
boo.
boo boo.
Hey, boo boo. Let's go get us a picnic.
Picnic basket.
Yeah.
No, I've never
So
been there,
no,
but
but this is something I've never been there either. But this is something that has been talked about quite a bit over the years. How the fact that this is actually a freaking
I would think,
dormant super volcano, and how activity's actually been increasing.
you know, I don't think so. I think that's one of those places I would not want to be in because there's more things that can kill you in Australia than you'll find in Yellowstone. I mean,
Uh,
there's insects and shit that'll kill you.
Dude, there are spiders. There are spiders out there that will carry you away
Yeah.
in Australia. There are
Yeah,
spiders
I
that will
don't even
carry
want to
you
think
away.
about it.
There are. I've seen some fucking pictures, and they were not doctored, of spiders. Some spiders in Australia, and it's like, as much as I would love to visit Australia, hell to the fucking no.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I'm with you on that.
I've seen
I never
spiders.
thought of
No,
that,
no, 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 no.
but
You
I've
you
heard of
see
it.
you know my dog. You know my dog, right? My Jasmine. She's a pit lab mix, and she's like 70 fucking pounds. I've seen pictures of spiders that are in Australia the size of my dog.
That's
Now,
beautiful fucking spider.
would you want that?
No.
Would
Fuck
you
no.
like to meet that?
Hell no.
That's a spider that would wrap your ass up and carry you the fuck away.
that would bring back terrible nightmares, from watching Kingdom of the Spiders you know, and those things were little compared to the fucking shit that's out there. But flying spiders, man, that's a whole new fucking nightmare, man.
Yeah, they use their web as like a parachute or a balloon. I've
You
seen
know,
shit like that too.
you know,
It's
and
enough
then
to scare the fuck out of you.
that's just one place I never, ever, ever want to step foot on.
But no, that's the weird thing about this, though. I mean, that Biscuit Basin, that was not even a geyser. It
You
wasn't
know,
even supposed to be.
it's bad enough if we went there, like when we went out to Las Vegas, being out in desert areas and stuff. You had a, you wanted, I had a keep my eyes out because you got things like scorpions and other things out there and snakes and fuck that shit. I don't want to be it's like everywhere you turn in Australia there'd probably be something that can kill you. One fucking bite from a spider or fucking who knows. Oh, we left. Mark left me. Oh well. No, it's not over yet, but Mark left.
He
So
left.
anyway, Robert, what's the most terrifying thing you've seen out there in Australia? Besides flying spiders. I don't know if I got him.
I was gonna say, I don't hear anybody.
Yeah, Mark's not here. Mark got booted somehow.
I haven't heard Robert since you guys have.
Well, Robert's not, I didn't. Oh, you're back. He's back now.
But
You're back.
me,
Yeah.
it's had me in here.
Oh,
So
well,
who actually disappeared on the screen, me or you?
on my screen, you disappeared.
And on my screen, you disappeared, and it brought up a thing that said it was syncing. It actually blurred out the screen, and it brought up a thing that said syncing.
Huh. Weird. That is weird. So I was asking him what the most terrifying thing was that he's
Giant
seen.
gray kangaroos, huh? Aggressive drop bears, or aggravated drop bears. Most terrifying would have to be the giant gray kangaroos. What? You don't Rubox?
Bigger than a 4-wheel drive in height and built like a brick shithouse.
Holy shit! That's a very big kangaroo.
Man, I would hate to meet that kangaroo.
Well, don't go to the Australian outback.
Well, I wouldn't plan on it. Not at this age. I don't even think I'd send my younger self back there either.
Why?
That fucker'd get killed in a hurry. He took all kinds of risks back then.
Yeah,
I w-
younger Joe's like younger Merc.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, you want me to do what?
I took
Yeah, you
all.
want me to do that with you want me to do that with an anchor rope, or you want me to do it free claim?
I mean, there, there's yeah. I don't even think young. Yeah, he'd get killed faster than I would today
Yeah, I would.
because me, I'd have the
Oh,
brains
there's
not to go. The younger self would say, "Oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm ready." Wouldn't think twice about it.
okay. Here's the Biscuit Basin. What it was supposed to look like before. Yeah, it's called a scenic spot. Here, I'll show you. I'll bring it up again. Let's get in there. I actually found it in my little map thing here. So in the video, you kind of seen what it looked like after, right? This is what it supposedly been before.
Wow.
And I'll highlight that, and that'll bring that up. See, that's a ground picture of what it was. I don't know if you can see those very well. Nah. But yeah, it's freaking insane, man. to know that this blew up like that. This isn't even supposed to be a geyser.
Wow, look how close that though
And there's
is.
a river here, and this is the sapphire pool. Sapphire pool here. And this is what these normally look like.
Wow.
You know. And then this is all mineral deposits up in here. And that's why these look like this. This has iron in it. That's what gives it its red, rusty looking color. Plus, it's got calcium and other minerals and stuff in there
Or
too. You know, and it's just it's not even a geyser. It's not even supposed to explode, and it fucking went kaboom. And see, this is where the cars are all parked over
I
here,
see that.
and the people were here, and they ran this way towards the sapphire pool. And this is all it does. It goes out and around, and you know, and then it comes out here to the dirt trails.
It looks like if they ran away from the parking lot, boy, they would have had to go back towards it
They
afterward.
they would have had to figure out how to get up and around back
Oh,
over there. They would have
right.
been on foot.
Wow.
Yeah. So
They might
that's
have.
that's Biscuit Basin right there. That's what that is. That's what it was. But there is a geyser here. That's a geyser. This isn't supposed to be because it's way too big. See, if this was a geyser, that's
Oh,
the
hi,
Black
Robert.
Opal Pool. So if this was a geyser here, they wouldn't have put this walkway that close to it, with it being this size.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But over here, you got a smaller geyser, which they got the
Yeah.
walkway next to it. So yeah, that it's interesting to know that this is the kind of activities that they're starting to see up in Yellowstone.
Yeah. It's gonna be one hell of a. Yeah.
And I'm it's our world is starting to become very interesting lately. Oh, hi,
Yeah.
Robert.
Mm-hmm. Most certainly. You know,
So yeah, it's. I mean, this is something that they weren't expecting. They definitely weren't expecting this thing to pop like a geyser, because all it is basically a viewing pool. And
mm,
when it popped, you seen in the video that I showed you, it shit out rocks. I'm not saying little rocks. It is like
boulders.
freaking
Yeah.
boulders,
Massive.
almost. And then when they showed the aftermath of it, that whole walkway, that wooden walkway, was all just destroyed,
Covered.
and
Yep.
it was covered with mud. It was covered with rocks.
Well, luckily for us, the ones that are here in Wisconsin are like ancient and dormant or not really existent. They're just ancient volcanoes. You
That you
know.
know
Yeah.
of.
No, that's what they say.
That's what they say, but how do we know that they're not going to actually erupt?
Because
Anything's possible.
Well,
okay,
it
throw
just
some
depends.
throw some of my words back at me. Why don't you?
It
So how you
depends
doing,
if there's
Robert?
gas. It depends if it's gassy
A
or
little
not.
lot.
It's kind of like
Yeah, and depends how much of build up underneath there is to, because
yeah,
it could have now connected to something else,
right.
and it's just starting to flow in and gone boom.
Well, it also depends on how much like my acid is, because my acid gets that buildup and I got to release
Yeah,
it.
exactly. It's biscuits and gravy.
But no, I've always wanted to go to Yellowstone, just never had the opportunity to. I think it would be cool as hell to go there and see some of those.
Yeah, I think it would be too, but at the same time,
Mm.
that's another one of those places you got to be real careful because it's dangerous all in and of
Oh
itself
yeah.
just because of the wildlife that's there.
Well,
You
yeah,
know?
but
Mm.
the frickin' bears, the grizzlies at Yellowstone have been hand fed by the public for so many damn years. They're
Locals.
almost
Mm.
domesticated.
Tame. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Chasing the
Definitely
cars
wouldn't
down
want to
to
be near
picnic
them.
baskets, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're all like Yogi. They're
They're going
chasing
up
the
to the
cars
picnic
down,
basket.
looking
There
for
goes
picnic baskets.
you.
What's with Joy, man?
Yeah, she's got to put her 2 cents in. You know, but that's one of those places that is on my list. And another one. You'll go out that way. I want to go even further out though, and I'd like to go to the area where they took the Patterson footage.
That's in California. You'd have to
That's
go all the way
one.
to California for
Mm.
that.
I know where I'd have to go.
And that would
Mm.
be an interesting thing to do too. To go check out that creek area where the Patterson footage was filmed. Now, see, here's another thing too. I mean, with Yellowstone as big as it is, I mean this Yellowstone's freaking enormous. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely enormous. It's huge, right? In comparison to our size, and with how big it is and everything, what's to say that there isn't any kind of cryptids, Bigfoot? You know,
So that would really depend on if your belief is that the Bigfoots are interdimensional or if they're some sort of race that's been left behind by aliens or something like that. Because if they have those sort of abilities, then
I
they could just go from one to another dimension and be out of danger, basically.
okay. So you're going after the
I'm not
theory. No, you're
advocating
going
that, but
after the
that's one of
theory
them.
of them
Yeah.
being an interdimensional creature. Okay,
Hmm.
but who's to say that they aren't possibly a genetic um, evolution of Gigantopithecus or a genetic evolution
Yeah.
of Neanderthal? Did Neanderthal actually
Hmm.
go extinct? I mean,
Yeah.
if you look at Homo sapiens right now,
Hmm.
you can see Neanderthal in a few of us. I mean,
Yeah.
look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. She looks just like a damn Neanderthal.
No idea.
But the point to that is that's the
Hmm.
possibility of that genetics being in within that or within there.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
so one of the scientific theories is that Homo sapiens drove Neanderthal out by
Hmm.
breeding
That's
them
quite
out of
possible.
existence.
Hmm.
Now, with Bigfoot, you know, um, are they
An
a
offshoot
species
that
of
survived.
us or a species
Hmm.
of of the monkey, the sapiens? You know,
It's like
Hmm.
it could be like to the what do you call it, the giant whatever,
Gigantopithecus.
gigantic.
Gigantopithecus.
All right, it could be a,
Pithecanthus. Yeah.
it could be a descendant of that because it's like that thing.
Maybe.
Life finds a way.
Hmm.
They
Hmm. Life
it's
on
like things
Titan.
things life will adapt to its surroundings.
Yeah. That's why
You
they're
know,
so hard to find down here too, with the yowies and the Bigfoot down this way.
and you got all
Right.
those years of it could have went from
Adaption.
10, 12 feet down to what everybody's seeing, between 7 and 8 and 9 feet,
7, 8, 9, 10.
now
Yeah,
to
exactly.
adapt.
Could be.
Who knows? I mean, there's a lot of great theories out there,
Yes, there is.
and not any single one of them can explain everything that's missing, you know. I mean, the best theory I like is that it's like interdimensional because you don't find any bones, you don't find any scat, you know. The
And their
pictures
footprints
are
just disappear.
always blurry. Um,
Yep.
and usually then you got the UFOs spotted in the skies in
In the
the
same
same general
vicinities.
area when the
Yeah.
pictures are taken.
Right. Well, maybe they are. Maybe they are.
Here he goes
You
again.
know, alien species. Maybe they are an interdimensional creature. You know, and they
Maybe.
have they
And,
come from a different dimension. Well, if you believe what some of the people have been saying, um, our existence in our Earth right now has transcended a different dimension and merged with another Earth and the people from that one. That's what a lot of people are saying the Mandela effect is, because CERN been screwing around with the Hadron Collider and looking for the God particle.
Yeah.
And I mean that, and
Yeah.
actually, if you haven't been noticing, there's been a lot of videos being posted lately of creatures that haven't been seen before, ever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting, ain't it? I mean, and it's kind of
A
weird
little.
to think about that.
Hmm.
it gives you a
I'm just
whole
waiting for
other
them.
world to go
I'm,
down. It's
I'm
like
just
a
waiting for
whole,
them to discover dinosaurs again. Not dinosaurs, but dragons again. Because they were around for the
Have
for King
been
Arthur and those sort of times. So
there
where'd they
have
go?
there have been people posting videos showing what looks to be a fossilized remains of a dragon.
Mm.
And there's
The one with the big
also,
weird diamond shaped head. Yeah.
you know how T Rex has the short little arms.
Yep.
There are thinking outside the box scientific people that are saying that those aren't really arms; those are the little
is that
shoots.
her?
Those are the little shoots that come out for the wings. You know the little claws on the end, like you'd see
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
a pterodactyl. That
Yep.
T Rex actually had wings.
That'd be
Are
dangerous.
thinking out of the box on that one.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be freaking insane, huh?
Oh, it would be. Yeah.
Is who her, Joe? Who are you talking about?
The puppies outside.
Ah,
See, if you notice, it got quiet for a little
It
bit,
did.
yes,
Yeah.
it did. It did.
you know, and she
So,
got,
Robert, where are you from?
Queensland, Australia.
So you're over in Australia.
Yep.
Freaking awesome. I would love to go over there, but your spiders scare the shit out.
Yeah,
yeah, a
and
lot of,
they're only the small things. In most of the northern waterways, we've got the crocodiles, and then there's sharks. Like in the river just in the town next to us, we've got sharks, crocodiles,
Well,
a
yeah,
few other things in
you
there.
guys have freshwater and saltwater crocs. You also have the bull
Yep,
sharks over there.
yep.
Um,
Great whites along the
well,
coast.
yeah, you got
Yeah,
the whites along the coast, and then there's something over there that's eating your damn whites.
yeah. Saw that.
What the
It's
hell?
like, what the f is that? That's butchering into them.
What the
megalodon.
hell is over there that's able to eat some of your whites? Because you guys have you over in Australia, you have some of the largest recorded whites on record.
Yeah,
Yeah,
In fact, I
it's
think you have
like,
carload
one
in it.
that's like 24 feet
Yeah.
and it's something around 2,000 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
he's
Massive bugger.
Robert's been on some of the shows with me on like Fear Fans and some of those other shows that that we do on things in BB3 and all of that.
Yeah.
So
Things down under here, Janet, are going okay. How's life over your way? Janet
See,
was
I
asking
can
Matthew
tell you,
down
I can see that my idiot nephew for some reason's on here.
there.
Oh, that's your nephew?
Yes, the one above Janet
Yeah,
there.
I see that, Michael Roberts.
That's my idiot nephew.
Oh, your idiot nephew. Okay.
Yeah, he's a moron.
The first
But I
moose. Oh,
understand why he wants that
the
because he's
first
one
moose I
too.
ever saw, my dad showed me while we were out hunting. He even pulled his scope up for me to look through to see this moose, and I still couldn't see it. It blended in so well, and I imagine Bigfoot is the same. So it's no wonder to me how they can survive without being noticed.
Mm.
Well,
Well, the
no,
first one I saw
Well,
was
I think they're
the model in Portland, like the big statue, and my wife was saying that is life size, and we were driving underneath it, and like, how can that be life size? It was bloody massive.
no. Bigfoots normally are 8 to 9 feet. That's normally
but
what they're
see, the other
reported
thing
at.
is I also think they're kind of like watchers.
Yeah,
I kind of
Maybe.
when these people say in especially in this area and some of the other surrounding states of us that they say, oh, the Bigfoot's attacked me and stuff like this, and it's like, you hear
Well,
those some of those stories, and you just gotta wonder,
well,
if they're just trying to get
you got
attention or what.
you
Because
got
I think most of the time it's like you hear the stories that are most credible, okay? The guy
hmm
doesn't seem crazy, or the witness doesn't seem crazy, like credible hunter, and all of this,
yeah, yeah,
older
yeah.
guy. And he said, we just stood there and we locked eyes, and then I looked away for a second, and then it was gone.
And he was gone. Hmm.
Right. So it's like they're just sitting around watching us,
Yeah,
you know?
well, you got you've heard of the theory of the hollow Earth.
yeah.
Maybe we do have a hollow Earth system that they are. Maybe that's where they're going. Maybe they have a way of
Getting
phasing
under
through
there.
the. Maybe they're
Mm,
able to phase through the mountainsides or something and go into the tunnel work
quite
into a
likely.
hollow Earth system. You know,
Anything's possible.
anything's possible with these things.
So,
But
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 most
there are so much. There's so much out there, and there's so many people posting just videos and stuff about just creatures that has never been seen before.
all right, we're getting close to the end time here, guys.
I know, and I started as a topic that we could actually talk on for a couple hours.
Yeah, unfortunately, this show is only the hour-long show. It's not
I
like
know.
retro review. We
It's
got
my
two
fault.
hours. So next week, folks, don't be looking for any of our shows because the wrestling
No, we're
shows, the I won't be on Fear Fans. I won't be on any of the shows out of the UK.
taking a
Uh,
hiatus.
and Insane Asylum and Retro Review, they're all going to be on hiatus for this next week because we're going to get some investigations
We're
in
gonna, we're definitely
this
going to
summer
try to
for
get
the
our asses out and do
championship.
some.
And one way or another, I'm going to try my hardest to try to make it to Michigan on Friday for Eloise Asylum. That's
Okay.
going to be something else. And so just watch for us. We might do some live unscheduled feeds from wherever we are from our phones.
All right.
So you never know what you might see.
Yeah, that would be Joe. He likes to do that every now and then.
Yep, and I just might do that tomorrow while we're cooking out. When I'm
Yeah.
testing out I'm going to I'm going to take my drone that Mark bought me as a gift.
Yeah.
Very nice drone. And he says it's
Awesome.
dummy proof, so I hope it's
It's
idiot
supposed
proof.
to be idiot. It's supposed to be
The
idiot
first
proof
drone I got,
because
I crashed within the first 20 minutes and totaled
Not
it
good.
out.
it
Thank
is
God it only
supposed to
cost
be
me 20
idiot proof.
bucks, though.
It is supposed to be idiot proof because it's got a
So once I
proximity
get this all
sensor.
set up, I might actually do a live drone feed from Mark's backyard.
Yeah, if you
That
can,
works.
be
So
over tomorrow.
I am I'm gonna have some fun. He's gonna cook me dinner too.
And
So
then we got to see if both our drones will actually that
work
if we
at the
can.
same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got to see if we can get them to work at the same time.
If
Mm.
not, we'll just have to take turns because we got
One
such
at
a
a time.
low.
Yeah.
Well, we've only got like what was it, 24 minutes for battery charge.
It's just under 30 minutes flight time.
So so we might have to switch back
Yeah.
and forth. And yeah,
Depends on what the radio frequency of them are too.
I am
Because if they're on the same
so.
radio frequency, they'll go off at the same time.
You know what, Janice? It was my wife's idea to do it for the one day to just make it there for the Friday, and because I was been looking forward to this trip ever since we scheduled it, so I'm going to try to pack as much fun as I can into that one Friday
Good. I
because
hope
I'm
so.
going to make it there. I'm going to make it
Mm.
there to see to even check out Michigan's dispensary.
Yep.
It's one thing; it's not legal here in Wisconsin yet,
Ah,
unfortunately. You
it's
know,
not down here
Um,
either yet.
I thought they. I no. I thought that it got taken off the class one schedule one.
it's getting there. It's not. It hasn't done it yet.
No, I swear that they've already taken it off the schedule one and put it on schedule three now.
That bill hasn't passed yet.
Then
It's got to get to Biden's
it wasn't a
desk.
bill. It wasn't a bill. From what
Well,
I understand, it was an executive order.
I don't know. Maybe he did. I don't know. But either way, hey, it might do you some good too, buddy.
Who?
If you, Robert,
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I,
All right.
I
Well,
enjoy.
we gotta end the broadcast because
Yeah.
we're
It's
over.
over a minute
Yeah.
now. Over an
I
hour
don't
and
So
2 minutes.
want to bleed into anybody else.
stay
Yep.
safe. Have a great
Yep.
weekend, and remember, anything's possible.
Yep.
See you in a couple of weeks.